Today on NBA 2K25, I am putting Larry Bird in the modern NBA. As you can see, we're here on NBA 2K25 with the Boston Celtics in the modern NBA. Instead of Jason Tatum being at top of the roster, we now have Larry Bird on the squad. I thought it'd be pretty interesting to see how things would fare for the Boston Celtics this season if Larry Bird was on the Celtics roster. Of course, the Celtics just won the NBA championship, and they obviously have a very good chance at winning once again this season because they kept their entire roster together, and of course, they're very stacked. But by putting Larry Bird on his team, I want to see how things would change and potentially how well this record is going to be for the Celtics. Could they break the all-time record? Well, we're about to find out on 2K25. So if you're all ready, I'm ready. Let's get into today's video and let's get started. First though, let me show you the rotation before we kick into the simulation. And here's the rotation we're rocking with on 2K25. We got Drew at the 1, Jaylen Brown at the 2, Bird at the 3, Tatum at the 4, and Porzingis at the 5. Coming off the bench is Derek White, Al Horford, Peyton Pritchard, Luke Cornett, and Sam Hauser. Let's see how things play out for the Celtics this season with Larry Bird. Now I'm going to be doing 3 years of the simulation. Hopefully we win a championship, and one of those 3 years, I mean, we should, but you never know what's going to happen on 2K. Regardless of that, I'll see you guys at the end of year number 1, and let's hope for a great result. At the end of the season, Luka Doncic is your MVP, 33, 11, and 10 for him this season. Great season for him. Ujah Shea, Rookie of the Year with the Hawks. Amen Thompson, 6th man. We got Victor, Defensive Player of the Year, and Amen Thompson, also your most proved player. Luka Shea, Giannis, Jokic, and Victor on the first team. No Larry Bird at all on the first team, but he does make the second team, so that's what you like to see. Also, no other Celtics on an all-NBA team. All defensive first team, there is no Celtics players at all, as well as none on the second. Let's see, hopefully we were still the first seed. Yeah, okay. Sometimes when I do simulations, the Celtics just don't play well at all. It makes no sense. Regardless of that, at the end of the year number 1, Larry Bird went 24 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Very good for him. Tatum had 22, 6, and 4. Jaylen Brown had 19, 5, and 3. We got Porzingis 14, half, and 7. Derek White 11, and Drew Holiday had 8 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. His numbers obviously took a big divot this season. And at the end of the year, let's see, we were 61 and 21, the first seed out there in Eastern Conference, like I mentioned prior. 29-13 at home, 32-8 on the road. So obviously still very good. I was kind of expecting this to be a little bit better though, I'm not going to lie, but you know, we still could get the job done. That's all that matters. We're going to be taking on Philly in the first round, who are somehow the 8th seed. Makes no sense, but Tyrese Maxey, Eric Gordon, Paul George, Andre Drummond, Joel Embiid. I don't know why Drummond's starting at the 4. That's horrible spacing, but you know, it is what it is. Oubre, Lowry, Caleb Martin, Kenny Martin Jr. Let's see how things play out against these Sixers. We should beat them, I hope. Game number 1 is going our way, 113-100. Jaylen Brown had 20 in this one. Bird had 19, 8, and 9, and Tatum had 18 and 7. So White and Porzingis, a lot of very solid, well-rounded scoring performance by our Celtics. Game number 2 is also going our way, 137-126. Bird had 29, 8, and 6 in this one, and obviously Brown and Porzingis also each dropped 27 for the Celtics. Game number 3 though will be going to Philly, 129-121. Maxey 38 for them. We couldn't stop him at all, and Embiid at 29, 13, 8 on us. Not very good. Larry Bird had 29 and 8 though, but and Brown had 30, but you know, we lost, so that's not the best. But we do take game number 4, so 138-126. The 3 of them all had huge games for the Philadelphia 76ers, but for us, Bird had 36 in this one. That's what you like to see. Brown 27 and Tatum 20 in this one. We're going to move on to the next round, and yes, we do. We're going to be taking on, let's see, the Atlanta Hawks in the second round of the playoffs. They got Trae Young, Bogdan Bogdanovic, obviously the Rookie of the Year here, DeAndre Hunter, Clint Capella, Kongwu, Jalen Johnson. Why is Jalen Johnson coming off the bench? Makes no sense. Either way, we take game 1, 150-114. Larry Bird just up 36, 10, and 9 on them. Brown at 27. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be much of a competition for us, but you know, as soon as I say that, the Hawks take game 2, 126-106. Tatum and Bird played well, but obviously Trae Young just dropped 37 on us, so it's now a 1-1 series. Game number 3 that will be going our way, 142-132. Trae Young had 35 in this one, and Tatum just dropped 33. That's what you like to see right there. Can we win in game number 4? No, we did not. We actually lose again to the Atlanta Hawks. Kind of shocked by it. Trae Young 41 and 17. That's crazy. Bird just up 39, 13, and 6, but it's a 2-2 series. Game number 5 will be going our way, 127-122. Porzingis played really well. That's what you like to see. Can we win and go on to the Eastern Conference Finals? And no, we do not. We're actually going to be going to game number 7. Can we please win game number 7 against Atlanta? And yes, we do. Now we're going to be taking on the Cavs in the next round of the playoffs. They have Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Okoro, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Jakob Poeltl now coming off the bench, Max Strus, Obviously, they got a good squad, no doubt about it. But we take game one, 129 to 112. Bird had 24 in this one, Tatum 23. That's what you like to see for our Boston Celtics. And game number two is also going our way, 115 to 114. We win by one, but you know, we win at the end of the day. That's all that matters. 52 for Mitchell, but they lost. Oh, that's brutal. Game number three, though, the Cavs win 117 to 107. Mitchell 36 in this one, Garland 28, and Jared Allen had a huge game. Larry Bird just had 39 in this one. They still lost. Oh, that's tough. Game number four, we're going to win by 20. Mitchell 32 for them. Tatum 41 for us. We are one win away from the NBA Finals, and we get the job done. We're going to the NBA Finals, taking on Dallas, so it's going to be a rematch from the previous year. What's going to happen here? Luka is your Western Conference Finals MVP. Bird for the East. Let's see if we can beat Dallas once again. Actually, the split, Tatum actually said on that interview there, so maybe he's onto something. Game number one, Dallas takes game one, 132 to 136, so we lose to them. Bird 30 in this one, Tatum 29, but we don't get the job done. Kyrie and Luka, they're a good duo, there's no doubt about it. Game number two, 133 to 109, we do win this one. Bird 34, 11 to 9, White 23. And let's see, can we take game number three? No, we do not. Dallas actually wins again, 120 to 117, 30-10, 13 for Luka. That's crazy. We might actually be losing here. That's kind of crazy. But we do come back. Game number four, 135 to 112. Luka 34, 14, 5. Kyrie 19 and 2. And we get the job done. So, you know, we're up 2-2 in the series. And I meant we're up 3-2 in the series. Had a feeling. 134 to 116. Porzingis 35 and 8 in this one. Bird had 20. Can we win and win the NBA Finals? Nobody not. We're actually going to go to game 7. So let's go to Simcast here. Make things more interesting on my end. If it's close at the end of this, I will hop in to keep things more interesting. Because, you know, obviously getting some game action is obviously very fun to see. But let's see. It's going to be 108 to 101. So let's slow down the simulation speed, of course. Dallas seems to be pulling away here. That's not good for our Boston Celtics. 115 to 108. Can we make a bit of a comeback? And it looks like we're going to be falling just short here unless some miracle happens. But it looks like, honestly, a 120 to 116, 120 to 119, and we actually end up winning on a buzzer beater by Jaylen Brown. That's crazy. 29 points for Jaylen Brown, and we actually but we won the NBA Finals. The Celtics have won the championship. Bird is your Finals MVP, 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. So that's what you like to see. End of year number 1, we get the championship. Let's see what happens in year 2 and 3. At the end of year number 2, Luka Doncic is your MVP, 31, 10, and 9 for him this season. We got Dylan Harper, Rookie of the Year with the Jazz. Duran Sixman, he's also on the Jazz. Now, interesting. Victor Defensive Player of the Year, and Bones Highland is your most improved player this season. No Celtics on the All-NBA first team. Of course, Larry Bird is on the second team again. That's what you like to see. And we do end up with Tatum on the third, so that's also very good for us. We're once again the first seed there, out there in the Eastern Conference. Check out the player stats at the end of the season. Bird led the ranking score for us, 28 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. Tatum was next, 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists right there. Brown had 20 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Porzingis 15 and 7. White 9, 3 and 4. And Drew Holiday only had 8 points a game this year. Let's see, we were 64 and 18, so slightly better than last year. 36 and 6 at home, 28 and 12 on the roads. But obviously, no complaints either way because we're the first seed. Everything's going well for the Boston Celtics. We're going to be taking on the Bulls in the first round of the playoffs. Kobe White, Levine, Bogdanovich, Pat Williams, Mitchell Robinson. I mean, we shouldn't have any issues with this squad. We're just going to go right through them. We do lose the first game. I got kind of worried there for a second. I'm not going to lie. But we get the job done, and we end up winning against the Bulls in the first round. We're going to be taking on the Pistons in the second. They got Cade Ivey, Asir Thompson, Jonathan Isaac, Andre Drummond, Tobias Harris, Marcus Sasser, Isaiah Stewart. A little bit better than the Bulls, I'm not going to lie. But we should still beat them. As soon as I say that, you know, we end up losing in game 1. So obviously that's not good. 130 to 113, Tatum 28, 7-5, Bird 27 in this one. Cade 50 points for them. Well, it makes sense why we lost that first one. We do come back in the second game, so that's what you like to see. So in game number 2, we win 124 to 110. Bird had 27 this one, Tatum 25. That's what you like to see. Can we get the job done in the next one? Hopefully we do, and we end up getting the job done. We're now at 2-2 in the series. Things are not going as planned. 133 to 123. Cade's dropping killer games on us. Bird obviously is doing well. Tatum and Brown, but you know, not going as planned. But we do get the job done in game number 5. 133 to 121. Bird 29, 11, 14 in this one. Cade 33. Cade's going crazy in the series, and we end up losing in game number 6. 116 to 115. 3-3 in the series. We lose by 1 that game. This actually sucks. Can we get the job done and move on to the Eastern Conference Finals again? And no, we do not. The Celtics have actually been eliminated by the Pistons in the second round of the playoffs. That's crazy. Pistons and the Hornets in the Eastern Conference Finals. That makes no sense. It's going to be Dallas and the Detroit Pistons. Obviously, the Mavericks are going to win, I expect, and of course they do. Luka is your Finals MVP. That's not good for us. I'll skip forward to next season for you guys. Obviously, to the playoffs. Let's see how things play out. In the third and final season, we got Luka as your MVP once again, AJ Rookie of the Year, Hero 6-Man, we got Victor Defensive Player of the Year, and VJ is your Most Improved Player. No Larry Bird on the All-NBA first team. Again, on the second team, didn't make the first team at all throughout this entire simulation. Pretty interesting if you ask me. Also, Fox is on the Heat. We were also only the 4th seed this season too. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully we can win, because obviously we won the first year, which is obviously good, but hopefully this year is going to be another good year for us. Checking out the player stats at the end of the season: 24, 9, and 6 for Bird, 21 for Tatum, 18 for Brown, 16 for Porzingis, and 8 for Derek White. Record-wise at the end of the season, 49 and 33. Obviously not the best compared to the 2 previous seasons, but it is what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just like sim through the playoffs as quick as possible. Hopefully we get to the finals, and if we don't, well, it's not going to be the best for us. But we're going to be taking on the Hornets in the first round of the playoffs. LaMelo Ball, we got Hugo, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, Vucevic now on the squad, Nick Smith Jr. I do think though we should beat this squad. I'm not really worried about that. So every single time I say that we shouldn't be worried about that, we're actually now 2-0 in the series. We're now 3-0 to the Hornets. Hold on here. What's going on? We do win in game number 4, but why are we losing so many games to the Hornets? I'm about to say, this is kind of crazy. We come back, can we win in game number 7? And no, we did not. The Celtics actually fall in 7 games to the Hornets. Actually crazy. I'm kind of shocked by this. So now that the Celtics literally just got lost in the first round, I was going to try and simulate to the finals, but we're not even going to have a chance to go to the finals. It's going to be the Spurs being the Pistons 4-0 in the NBA finals. That's crazy. So obviously, I mean, the goal for today's video was still win championship with Larry Bird on the modern Celtics roster. Did that happen? Yes, because we won in the first season, so that's of course what you'd like to see. We barely won that last game against the Dallas Mavericks, but we won, so that's all that matters. Plus that, you know, Tatum's prediction came true, so that's obviously very good. But after that, things did not go nearly as planned. Of course, Larry Bird obviously did very good in today's simulation, no doubt about that. But I was kind of curious that the Celtics last season were obviously pretty good, but they fell to the Pistons. Shocking, I know. And this year we couldn't even beat this Hornet squad. Like, how did we not beat this Hornet squad? I mean, the Hornet squad almost made it to the finals. They were 1 win off of it, but it's kind of crazy that we should definitely beat Hornets over some of these other teams. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know what to say, but I do think though this Celtics team is obviously just beyond stacked. Be curious to see what happens in real life a couple years down the road when Porzingis is a free agent. I don't expect him to keep him because of, you know, the salary cap and all those reasons. But you know, obviously I'm not an owner of the team, not GM, so I don't really have any say in any of that at all. Regardless of that, hope you all enjoyed today's video. Please share, like, subscribe, future content. If you want me to see any other players, let me know down in the comment section below. Also, sorry for no game action. I was kind of hoping we get some game action in year number 3, but you know, obviously that didn't go as planned at all because we end up losing to the Hornets in the first round, which is crazy. Regardless of that, let me know if you want me to do this with any other players in the future. I'll see you guys all in the next video, and hope you all have a great day.